Welcome you all. So today let's have a look about the mobile phone industry in China. So here you can see our team members. Let's move on to the introduction part to the industry and the country. The smartphone industry has been growing and evolving in terms of market size and models. By 2021, it is expected that 40% of the world's population will own a smartphone. According to Ericsson, the number of smartphone subscriptions worldwide has surpassed 6 billion, with several hundred million more predicted in the next years. China, India, and the United States are the countries with the most smartphone users. The number of smartphone users is expected to reach 7,516 million by 2026, according to estimates. The COVID-19 outbreak has thrown the smartphone market supply and demand equation into disarray. Since China is the worldwide manufacturing center for the majority of these gadgets and components, the smartphone manufacturing sector has been negatively impacted by delayed shipments and slowed the development of next-generation products as a result of statewide lockdown. In addition, the country's suppliers, labor, and logistics network have all been cut off. Furthermore, consumer demand for smartphones, particularly in the premium category, has decreased as a result of customer desire to cut back on luxury spending and focus on fundamental as a result of the pandemic. In 2021, sales of smartphones will be boosted by an improved consumer outlook and working from home, as well as pent-up demand from 2020. Furthermore, as the pandemic situation eased in many parts of the world and market opened, customers began to spend on discretionary things. The worldwide chip shortage, on the other hand, may have an impact on the smartphone market, since demand and supply balance will not be met, thereby raising the average selling price of smartphones around the world.
In terms of manufacturing and smartphone brands, China dominates the global smartphone market. Over the last decade, China has established a significant lead in the global smartphone market, both in terms of manufacturing and brand recognition. China's present dominance of the global smartphone supply chain is testament to this. Only Samsung of South Korea makes the majority of its phones outside China among the world's top 5 smartphone manufacturers by shipments. The majority of Apple's and other Chinese companies' phones are made in Middle Kingdom, led by Huawei, Vivo, and Xiaomi. Although the components are obtained from all around the world, the smartphones are labeled made in China since the final product is manufactured there. China now controls not only smartphone manufacturing but also smartphone brands around the world. According to Beijing-based Counterpoint Research, 5 of the top 7 smartphone brands in the world by shipments are Chinese: Huawei, Lenovo, Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi. International and Chinese brands are shifting smartphone assembly to other rising Asian economies, primarily India and Vietnam. Their costs are significantly lower. According to head of MIC Institute, the shift to India is suppressed by the projected large local market prospects and India's rising taxes on imports. The Indian market is particularly crucial with a population of 1.3 billion people, and Chinese smartphone companies are among the top sellers there. China's own smartphone brands remain competitive players even as their share of global smartphone production drops. One reason for this is that they sell a big number of phones in China, which is the world's largest smartphone market. China has a higher population. Therefore, mobile phone manufacturing firms from other countries purchased labor forces in China and began to assemble and produce phones. Later, China has entered the mobile phone industry with the technological capabilities and experience in manufacturing and assembling phones that possessed from the trained labor force. In 2001, China's mobile phone manufacturing sector took first place among the world's countries with the most mobile phone subscribers. Huawei, Lenovo, Oppo, OnePlus, and Vivo are the most popular smartphone brands that are manufactured in China.
Technology transfer is the process that permits the flow of technology from a source to a receiver. There are basically two modes of technology transfer. They are vertical technology transfer and horizontal technology transfer. Here we discuss about technology transfer in the China mobile phone industry. China is the world's largest mobile phone manufacturing country. China is imported its first mobile phone telecommunication facilities in 1987. China spent a decade to increase the number of subscribers until reach 10 million. Then 4 years later, in 2001, China mobile phone industry come to first place among the countries that had the largest number of mobile phone subscribers in the world. In early days, since the cheap labor cost, many of the mobile phone manufacturing countries bought labor force and started mobile phone assembly and manufacturing plants in China. Not only cheap labor cost, but there are also some other reasons to transfer technologies to China. They are lack capabilities to produce technology locally. Local market size does not justify minimum required investment for research and developments to capitalize on the new international division of labor. But after a few years, situation was changed. China started to manufacture the mobile phones as own product. Since they had technological capabilities and experiences in mobile phone manufacturing and assembling, they had not to put much effort to enter the mobile phone industry. Nowadays, with the increase of the industry, China also moved their technology transferring for developing countries. As an example, Huawei have some joint ventures contract with Indian companies.
Technology transfer, the practice of moving technology from the person or organization that owns or retains it to another person or organization is known as technology transfer. The Motorola is the first cell phone brand, which is an American phone brand, was released in 1983, and Motorola began planning to enter the China's market in 1986, and it established a representative office in Beijing in 1987. Then Nokia, a European corporation, released their first phone towards the Chinese market in 2000. In 2008, Apple launched the first retail store in China. Technology transfer environment. The immediate set of settings under which the transfer is working is referred to as the transfer environment. In this time, both Europe and America were good form in terms of economical, technological, and social development. People's lifestyle is also improved. The mobile phone demand has also increased. As a result, the American European mobile phones opened plants in other nations and integrated their production with that of the other countries. As a result, the cell phone business shifted to China. Transferee. Transferee might be referred to as a receiver. The transferee is also a component of the technology transfer process, since they are the ones who buy the technology from the source. In 2006, China domestic mobile phone sales surpassed 100 million for the first time. In 2007, China domestic mobile phone sales were 190 million, which is 70% over the 2007 market. Transferring environment. Transferring environment refers to the set of circumstances that lead to the transferee purchase the technology from the transferor. China has grown into the world's second largest economy and expanded their footprints in a variety of industries in recent decades. The expansion of the smartphone has been one of the most noticeable phenomena of the last few years. When we come to the greater environment, the political relation, Google services are not allowed their service to Huawei phones now because of the political issues between China and America. Exchange rates. Since the transition away from the fixed exchange rate in 2005, China exchange rates has undergone progressive adjustment. Yeah, in the investment part, China invested in mobile phone industry all over the world. Lot of countries has branches and factories that produce Chinese mobile phone and Chinese mobile phone parts. And when we come to technological level of that nation, the mobile phone industry in China is one of the largest in the world. So they have the very good level of technology. So China has a tough competition with the American phones like Apple and South Korean phone like Samsung. So finally, export and import regulation. So China has issued a set of laws aimed at lowering import and export taxes duties in order to encourage the great openness and domestic consumption.
Examples of market-oriented mechanism and non-market-oriented mechanism. There are two main methods for technology transfer. Those are market-oriented mechanism and non-market-oriented mechanism. The first one, market-oriented mechanism. Technical collaboration. In 2016, China Mobile and Huawei jointly conducted extensive validation of 5G key technologies. They worked together to promote the maturity of 5G prototype and network solutions and collaboratively develop 5G C-band technology under the framework of China Mobile 5G Joint Innovation Center. Direct foreign investment. Oppo and Vodafone announced partnership agreements to make a broader range of Oppo selling in Europe markets. Oppo will first enter Vodafone's Europe markets including Germany, UK, Spain, Portugal, Turkey, Romania and the Netherlands. Partnership agreements will enable Oppo and Vodafone to accelerate 5G adoption and expand the availability of Oppo products to more Vodafone markets and customers. The second one is non-market oriented mechanisms. Industrial fairs and exhibitions. Huawei Industrial Digital Transformation Conference introduces innovation and applied scenarios of technologies. The conference took stock of progress over the last 12 months. It discussed how technology can help businesses and society return to normal and support. Huawei and approximately 50 of their customers and partners from over 10 countries and regions shared their thoughts in digital transformation across different industries. People. Xiaomi has partnered with various universities across China and conducted several workshops. The workshops are aimed at developing talent within the university undergraduates and giving students a space to practice their innovations.
As a developing country, Sri Lanka has many things to learn from already developed countries. For an example, when it comes to mobile phone manufacturing industry, Sri Lanka can learn many things from China, who is considered to be a leader of that particular industry. Firstly, Sri Lanka can get help from other countries in terms of technology, techniques, resources and much more things to initiate the mobile phone manufacturing industry within the country. We can also learn how to develop a positive attitude towards the goal and how to be goal-oriented and ambitious in order to achieve the targets. And also, we can learn about the industry by transferring technology and by taking advantage of new international division of labor. Another main reason behind China's development in mobile phone manufacturing industry is the researchers and experiments they carried out continuously in that particular field. We also can put efforts and do researches to develop this industry in our country. Sri Lanka also can learn from China how to adapt to unpredictable situations and how to keep growing and developing even in the hard situations such as pandemics. Even though the COVID-19 pandemic affected countries around the world so badly, China still managed to survive and develop their industries despite of all the negative issues they had to face. By analyzing the mobile phone industry of China, we can see Even though they started the firms with the help of other countries, with time they managed to be the pioneer of the mobile phone manufacturing industry by learning skills fastly and using proper tactics. Finally, we can conclude saying that the approach of China and also the support of the Chinese government played the major role in the development and the growth of the mobile phone industry in China.